Hey friends, it's Elizabeth here from the Everyday Storyteller, and I am here for a process video using the Community Story Kit by Ali Edwards. So right now I am showing you the sketch that I'll be working from. This sketch was heavily inspired by Morgan Beal from Ali's creative team. I will have her link in the description box below, and as you can see I have what her layout looks like. So Morgan's idea was to use a photo to add into this heart pocket, and as soon as I saw it I knew that I wanted to do something similar. I used Photoshop in the digital version of that heart pocket that came in the Community Digital Story Kit to kind of create the same size and shape of my photo. As you can see, I still have to trim off little bits of my photo to make it fit correctly inside the heart. There's probably an easier way to do this, but whenever I'm cutting something, if you've been here for a while, it's kind of a challenge. So that is what I'm doing. I finally have the photo exactly where I want it. I love that you're able to see all three of us poking out from above the fold. As you can see, I printed out two of the same photo just to see which one I liked better. Since I'm printing at home, I can totally do that without worrying about having to wait or having to stick with something that I don't really like. I end up going with the slightly smaller version, if I remember correctly, and you'll see how that ends up in a second. But I'm going to take you onto my desk in real time to show you how I create the background for this heart pocket. So that's coming up next. All right, so this is the point that I am in my process. I've decided on the stamps that I want to use for my background. I'm going to be using I believe this is called the This Is Us stamp from Studio Calico by Goldenwood Co. I'm using the little stick figure people, and then I'm also using this family word by Ali. This is from the Family Story Kit. And I've kind of templated how I want my pattern to look on my 10 by 8. Tested a few different colors. And I think I'm gonna go with this. This is a Color Theory ink called Creme Brulee. And I'm not sure if you can see right here, but I think I might go with the second generation stamp on that, which is probably going to be really annoying to actually stamp out, but I think it will look really good. Normally I would do this kind of thing digitally just because it's easier and it's what I'm used to, but I'm trying really hard to use my stamps because I don't usually use my stamps very well, and I have so many, so I really want to make it a point to actually use them instead of just having them on my shelf but never actually doing anything with them. So I think I like my template for my stamping. I think it will look really pretty in that second generation creme brulee. As you can see, I have my husband, our daughter, myself, and our dog. And I might wait to add the hearts. So right now I have them, probably can't see this. There. So right now I have the hearts up here, but I think I might actually take them off and wait to stamp them until the pattern is complete. I don't normally stamp a bunch of stamps at the same time just because sometimes I like to control the spacing a little bit more, but when there's a pattern like this where there's a lot going on, I do like to kind of put like things together. So adding all of the stamps of the stick figures and taking away the heart, I think will be a good idea just so that I can add it kind of wherever it fits best. As you can see right here, the heart kind of goes into the bottom of the Y for family, and if I waited to stamp the hearts, I could do a little bit better on spacing, and it doesn't really bother me that it wouldn't be in the same spot for all the repeated pattern. Alright, so as you can see, I switched things around a bit. I decided that this gray color worked better with the 3x8 that I am using for my journaling. So I ended up using the Cement Color Theory ink Most of them are second generation. A few of them are first generation stamps, namely this one, because this was like the last part that I did and I kind of messed up, but I am keeping it because this is the second time I've done this pattern. I just reattached my heart pocket there, added this pink star and the love this connection phrase, which is repeated on the inside of the pocket, and I wanted to kind of include that. So now I'm going to embellish. For the top of my pocket, I'm going to be using this graph paper chipboard heart topped with that acetate piece that says friends and family. I'm going to cut it down so it only says family, and attach that to the heart using my tiny attacher, and then just add that to the top of my pocket. And then I'm going to work on the other side of my spread. So for this side of the layout, I am going to be using that 3x8 paper from the community story kit that says we are. As you can see, I've already added some of those pink stars along the side. There were some we's that were printed along the side, but I decided that I was going to kind of ignore them and just add my journaling onto a large piece of vellum and attach that to that space on the right of the journaling card. So I thought it was going to bug me, but it actually didn't. If I would have been thinking about it beforehand, I probably would have added those stars to cover up the words, but that's fine. As you can see, I added a faux staple to the very top of the journaling, so it doesn't actually go through both sides, it just goes through the vellum. And then I'm going to be using this Michaels double-sided adhesive to adhere my vellum onto the page. I really love this adhesive because it's kind of invisible even on vellum. Usually you can always see the adhesive on the other side of the vellum, but this one is pretty clear. So I'm really impressed by that. All right, so here is a final look at how my layout turned out. One of the things that wasn't in the process video, but I ended up adding, was that together vellum tab. I used the We Are Memory Keepers tab punch to create that and added a word phrase sticker to the top. And that is how my layout looks in the end. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.